Everyone has had a dream game they've had in their head since they were young. And in this video today, I will introduce you all to something I've been working on for quite a while now. It's my attempt at making a dream game in GD. If you want to skip to what I'm currently working on, go.to 8:51. But this video will be showing the journey on how I got here. When I was younger, I always wanted to make a game where you were thrown into nature with the wildlife. A survival game where you play as an animal. I didn't know much about coding, so I waited for 2.2. I expected it to be a dream since 2.2 took forever, and I tried experimenting with stuff that never went too far. Here's an example of something I barely started. This was a concept I made in late 2.1 called interactive autos. They were essentially autos with interaction and was my first try at making a game in GD. I don't know why I stopped though. A couple years after that, 2.2 released. I didn't know much about triggers, but I took the task of making a game in geometry head-on. I would work on it for 2 months before abandoning it, since I knew I could do better. Here's what I did. If you notice, I added splash text. This is where it starts getting unfinished. There was meant to be a boss chase, but I didn't finish it, so I left an end trigger instead. Well, I took some ideas from the level, but for the most part, one fully revamped it. This next level isn't abandoned, but it's on a hiatus. I'll explain why first, but here's the level. Let me know what you think of it. Lul, the text glitched. Had I continued working on it, it would be over 50% completed, yet there were a few issues that stopped me from working on this. 1. The level was built on a buggy, messy foundation. 2. I felt the combat system could be better than spam, mixed with timings. 3. I wanted to make something replayable. However, the main reason was because, like I said earlier, I wanted to go back to the idea of nature, mixing that with replayability, and I got this.
Geometry Dash.
Welcome to Spectral. I made a settings menu with functioning brightness, settings, and music testers. As I'm making the video, I am adding support for foreign languages. I was considering adding Russian, but unless someone supports me, I can't do that. The Russian community is big, so I'd hate to exclude them. Examples of their use. Skip to 10:30 if you're not interested. You can listen to the rest in Azulix's channel. Here are the stats. There is so much customization, meaning every run will be different in some way. I've slowed it to explain everything. The class is things like fish, insect, bird, mammal etc. The subclass allows for more diversity in classes, such as bipedal or quadrupedal appearances. The offenses and defenses are used in combat. The stats are based on multiple randomized variables, such as size affecting speed negatively and durability positively. Size, reactions, and vision only have one variable influencing them. Some explanation of the lore BTW. Diet is self-explanatory BTW. All the other things are visual, cosmetic randomizations. Here is the map, due to creating things like hundreds of visible, random customization options. I didn't do much with it. I will try and turn this into a series to show my progress as. The journey to make this level has only begun. Anyways, here is what the GUI means. To move, P1 left, go left, P1 right, go right, P2 left, go down, P2 right, go up. I don't know how to explain it in a good way, so the best one would be to think of a turn-based combat system but remove the turns part. You'll see when I make it. I forgot to mention, but you can add your own name, .to whatever you get. I wanted to also show off some other randomizations. So hey race this. This is a cool looking sea plant. Flightless bird with tusks. Weird looking flower. Edgy fox looking thing. White bipedal mammal with horns. Cool reptile. Peach fish with green eyes. A literal tree. Amphibian with tusks. Bird with tusks. A legless insect that looks like poop. Banana bug. I don't know what that thing is. Brown insect. Cool flower. Cool bird with ram horns. Big black reptile with tusks. Brown crustacean. And this is everything in the editor. The naming system, very complicated. The map. This is how I attached custom characters, based on random chance also. The item comp checks if it is the right one. If it is, An invisible cursed thorn follows the dot player and the animal follows the cursed thorn. The reason is, if you just use advanced follow, then you will end up with a glitched mess. Music player system. The lighting system uses toggle orbs to allow you to activate the shader's upon contact. So that is all I have to show for what I've currently done. It's not a lot, but it's certainly a good start. However, there's just one extra thing I have to add. Here is what the level was like in past versions when I was getting started. This is the earliest version. I watched a Tierzu video and wanted to create an RNG thing to see how good my luck is. I made it because I was bored but decided to act on a dream, using this as a bay. Then there is the slightly decorated but unfinished version. LOL, I didn't even add support for widescreen devices. Pretty empty. I didn't even finish it here. So that's it. The ID is 10666666. The name is Spectral. If you enjoyed the video, smash the like button and subscribe to me. I will continue this series in the next part. My roadmap for now is combat, completed. Customization, map design, NPC, design, but I may change how I go about it. So until later, bye.